Eh, it works fine. Let's just try it anyway. Just woke up. Let's see. So we have now this one rock done, this rock done. We have the whole party over here then. So we can now actually do the rest of the party. So we have this layer 40. So we're gonna make a copy again. Rename it to layer 40 coloring. There we go. Well, it works anyway. Stable connection, that means that YouTube is now finally done lagging out, which is good. I like it. I'm way awake now. I'm way better awake now. So we need. What color do we have? We have this one, right? Yeah. Yes, this works fine. So we have this problem now solved, which is nice. It all comes together now, finally, I guess. So we need to have another color for the other one. Let's see. I just saw. That's a good color. There we go. Fix that problem. No. Need to readjust the pencil again. It can happen. Doesn't need to worry about that. Well. There we go. Pen calibration. Calibrate, please. Yes, please. Pen 1. Pen 2. Pen 3. Pen 4. Spec. I'll just zoom in. It's getting better. Yep. Soon the whole thing will work fine. Just gonna make my day. Just using this step by step is actually making things way easier. That way I know how to do things. I know when I need to do things, and well, the whole point of making it, once I'm done coloring, I can finally turn the go back to I can go to lighting, which is gonna be difficult, but well, I think I can handle it. I never done it before. I think I can do it anyway. That's how you need to do it. That's how you need to think. Just because you didn't know that you could do it, you can just do it. This is a rock. So it goes for this and this. So this is all rock. Okay. Here we go. like that. No, we're gonna find if we can find, let's see. Oh my. We find a new part. Let's see. So this is the whole part, right? Yeah, this is the whole part of this. Yeah, that's possible. That's easy fixable. Right. There we go. Change this to down here, so it has priority over that. Well, technically I need to go the other way around, so I actually need to put this below the 40. This needs to be in, this is in the front, so this one needs to be in the back. Therefore, if I now, let's see if it works. If my, well, here you go. Much better. So if I should now draw with the 10 pixels, and I should overdraw, look at that. It works. Yes. Because the coloring of this one is in the back, so it means that this one is actually not in the front at all. Alright, that's nice. That's handy dandy. Of course I'm gonna be using this and then just making sure that everything here works fine. That's all colors anyway. There we go. Eventually it looks eventually it's gonna look great. I know this might not be looking great and all, but it will eventually. We just have to work around some of the problems. Beautiful big rock. It's the rock guy. Yeah. Of course, you already seen that the color that I'm not fully coloring it in. That's because I'm gonna use a little a tinier brush to finish off that one, those parts. But yeah, I can now. I just need to rearrange the color the color the color places better. That's just waiting. Just to be able to draw. Well, just to be able to. Yeah, I'm just able to draw the rocks again if I want, but You know, this is way easier. Just making it all filling up. Eventually, all the things that eventually the whole thing will actually be filled with the right amount of color anyway. Sadly, I didn't make. Sadly, this drawing has no distinct sections. Therefore, I cannot actually use the selection tool or the magic tool to fill things up with the right amount of color, which means it needs to be done manually, which I'm a fan of, so I don't mind. It just takes a little bit more time than before. Oh no, a little bit more time. That's bad. More time means the less time you can have for other things. Well, the good thing is I like to draw, so I'm a happy man. Hmm. That's no. This is no rock. Yep, that's no rock. Hmm. Once this whole thing is finished, I can actually then go to fixing the whole problem with the lighting, because now everything is the same color. It doesn't look like a real rock, actually, and because it doesn't look like a real rock, it's really hard to figure out where the lighting comes from, because the only thing you now see is actually texturing, which is good and all, but you know, you could actually use better things. You actually could use better things like, well, you don't see the lighting, which means that the rocks don't have their own depths, and that's why it's really annoying to look at. Well, it's looking fine, but eventually we'll get like, I don't know. I can see that there are rocks, but where is the field of depth? It feels so, well, depthless. Yeah, get it, depthless. Yeah, that's a joke. Well, terrible one, but it's a joke nonetheless. I'm supposed to complain about it. This part is hard. I'm trying to recreate the gaps that are representing in the drawing. Problem is that this is a little bit second guessing now. I think that's fine. So once I have all the whole drawing done, I'll become with the lighting. And once the lighting is done, I will continue with the rest of the things that needs to be done. There are a lot of things need to be done, but it's really easy to do so once you're figuring everything out. Yeah. Well, at least now I know how to do things, because that's gonna be leaving a mark. Alright, let's do this. Need to use the strokes of the little gaps. There we go. That should fix it. No. This is all messy rock. Let's see. So we have the whole messy rock. Messy rock deserves this kind of color. Yes. There we go. So keeping the colors all the same at all the places makes first easier drawing, and second, well, it's more logical to have all the same colors at the same places. So all the same coral types have the same color, which is not unusual, but you know, I like it to have, well, the same colors at the same places. A little bit more variation is not bad at all, I would say, but I like them having all the same colors. Gives a more natural approach. So this is all mossy rock. This is just normal rock, isn't it? Yeah, this is normal rock. The good news is now I can actually see where the non-moss parts are, because I'm actually coloring up the parts that need to be colored. Because beforehand I could not see. That was the whole point. I had a problem with seeing the the rocks because I did not because everything was looking the same kind of color, same kind of, well, look. But once I start coloring, everything you just then saw, you see the field of depth, you see the change in patterns, because the rock has different kind of pattern than the moss in drawing style. So I can actually define which part is which instead of not knowing. Yeah, we're so this is against such a. Let's see which one represents it. Tiny little things, tiny little things. I want tiny little things to be. I have different colors here. Let's go for the orange one this time. Yeah, sure. Click. Oh wait. Wait. That's not the right one. Thank you. This again is a different kind of type of thing. So let's see if we can find a resemblance. We have. Oh, I see. I missed a part there. Well, that's easy fixable once I'm done with this. Represent this one. This color represents the thing. Here we go. First draw it up so I can see where I need to fill it up with gaps or something. I don't think so, but still. No, we don't need to fill it up with gaps apparently. What you do need is to fix the color here. There we go. So we have this. So we've done this. See if we can find more. Yes, we have. So this whole part is actually just color. The green thing. So this part is done as well. Then I can actually, well, continue with the drawing. So let's see, what do we need? We need to have the starfish, right? Starfish is that one. Eventually we have the whole thing colored up. Just takes time. Time and effort, patience, all the stuff that you need to have a successful drawing. Just like that, boom. Alright, we want that. I want to have that purple thing there. Let's see, spike. 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 Which thing is the most spiked? There we go. That's the most spiked thing I see. So we're gonna color it with the most spiked color we have. Therefore, we fix the problem. There are always places that you overlook. There we go. This beautiful thing is done. Alright. So we have now mossy place, mossy thingy. So going back, looking for the right thing. Well, we have here a mossy thingy that looks mossy. Well, that's the thing. So then we pick that color for the mossy thing, and we're gonna use it for the moss. So pick that color, and we're gonna draw on it. The fun thing with coral is actually that you can actually use different kind of colors that stand out or not stand out at all. Doesn't really matter. Coral is most likely the very colorful because I think it has to do with the fish, to allure fish or warn fish that the coral is poisonous. But most fish are too stupid, like, well, it's just stationary plants, right? Well, it's wrong. It's actually a living organism that's carnivorous. It's not a plant. It's not. Coral is not a plant at all. It has tiny tentacles that actually eat tiny fish or shellfish, I think it was. There we go. Did we fill up everything now? Well, let's see. Yes, we do. We have filled them all. Alright. Well, fill it all. So we have this done, this done, this done, and done. Alright. So we have another to complete it. Now we need to go back to the what? That's that one. No, we don't need that one. We need that one. No. There we go. Open this fellow up and use, well, we're gonna use this one instead, right? Yeah, sure. We don't want to have the same color in the same place. Magic, grant me this. Yes. No. Oh well. Deselect. I need to do it anyway, so I'm gonna do it. The funny thing is actually that this is actually working quite well. Oop. So layer 8 is actually beneath the other two. If I want to do this actually correctly, I actually should put this one on the top. I will, but not now. Once I'm doing that anyway, the whole point. No, that's not the thing that that's not color, right? Why then? Oh yes, of course. I think I didn't even select the right color here. Alright, so did I make this one too dark? Let's see. Did I make it too dark? Well, if I just select this one, if I then just select the fill bucket on this, and that's not how it works. Alright, well, fuck it. Apparently I cannot do that. Well. Why is this so hard to do? This is why you're always supposed to reflect back to what you did last time, because otherwise you get these nasty little accidents that happen, you know, that you don't want to happen, but they just happen. You don't want these accidents to happen anyway. So you just know what you do, you find out what the problem is, and just casually fix them. Why would you fix them? Well, because you made a mistake and you learn from your mistake so that you actually provide yourself with some in-depth guidance of, well, maybe I should not have done this. Well, yes, you shouldn't, but now you are gonna fix that problem that you just caused. And that's not the right thing. No, no, no. Is it everything? Yes, it's everything. So now I need to go back to the other thing that I have done. It's above me, right? It's this one. No, wait. There we go. And we made a mistake. And since that we are now able to fix it, we will. That way our mistake just prevented us from, well, a big mess. This mess can get really out of hand really quickly if we don't stop it. So we just casually help our great friends. Fixing the problem is better than just fixing the problem or recreating a new solution. Are both ways to fix a problem, but I like to fix just my problem because it's easier, takes up less time. Well, it still takes up a lot of time, but less than, well, going with the flow. But, you know, I learned my lesson, so that's the thing. Like that, boom. Now, I'm going back to the color 8 because I forgot something there. I need to pick a color. Well, let's see, this, there we go. Perfect. Well, we found the copy layer. We found number 16. 16 is actually above 18, which causes a problem. Because it's above 18, it means that well, let's see. Pick up this color, and then we just, you know. Oh god, no. Why? We don't want that color. We want this color. Ah, yes, of course. Well, that's because number 18 is actually above 16. Oh, wait a minute. We don't want this to be done. We want this. We want, yeah, we want this one. And we need to put this one. You know, well, hold on. I'm gonna look for layer 8. There's layer 8. So color 8 is gonna be under well, I can fix that later, but first I need to fix this because this looks horrible. So yeah, we're gonna fix that soon. We're gonna fix that really quickly because holy hell, that's horrible. There we go. Yeah, we don't want these. Just fixing the color is actually important because otherwise the whole thing is gonna fall apart. So now if we zoom out, if I'm correct, yes, this is more like it. This is more like it. Alright, so the whole beautiful thing here, done, 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 done. So this is better. This is way better than beforehand. It's already an hour in, so we fixed a lot, which is better than not fixing anything. Alright, so we have now this done. Let's see. That looks really nice. I like it. So if we pick this blue on the background, it's gonna be looking great. Yes. The what? What is this? Oh, that's that. Well, we can fix that. Alright, pick this color because apparently this is a new thing. Pick, pick, no, pick, pick. There you go. And then we're gonna use this, and then we're gonna make here, here, and then we're gonna switch it back down. Say that this is 43, and then color. So now we're gonna just use this great color to blend it all in. Well, let's increase the size a little bit to make this a little bit more quicker. So as you see, things are getting progressively better. They are getting bigger, stronger, and eventually we will be able to, well, see that this whole thing has actually worked out well. The main problem that we now face is actually just getting things done, you know? Just getting the coloring done, but well, we take baby steps, which works fine. We don't want to have a rushed product. We don't want to have a rushed product. Rushed is bad. So eventually this whole thing is going to be working fine. Yeah, I think so. Well, eventually the whole thing works fine now. Once the whole coloring process begins, then, well, I don't know. It works fine. Now we're gonna pick up again the color of the colors. This one, the rock color. Because we need the rock. We need it. We just need the rock. The rock is the most important color that you can have. Because most of the parts that we draw now are made from the color of the rock. A little bit difficult, but ooh. I think we can handle that. So yeah, we're missing some parts here and there. We're just coloring individual parts that we know that we can color, and then move to the more difficult parts, then color those, and then eventually we have a better view. And since that we're solving actually just a puzzle, you know, like what kind of colors do we need? What kind of colors do we want? What kind of colors do we have? I don't know. And then eventually it's like, oh yes, we need that color for that, we need that color for that, we need that color for that. And then eventually the whole thing makes sense. Well, that's the thing that I want. That's the thing that I want, but it's up there, right? Oh yes. That's the big no-go. That's the big no-go yet. Because it has so much individual parts that I'm getting a little bit confused. Let's see. What for kind of abomination did we spawn? We spawned nothing. Well, no need for worries. Ah, yes. That's also a big part. It's a big part because it has a lot of individual. There we go. Layer 31. There we go. We found another layer that we can, you know, meddle with. This one is easier because I can see the lines where everything needs to be. It's all mushy rock, so it's all that lovely green. With, of course, the rock, so we're gonna make a new color and we're gonna call it layer 31. It's colored. And eventually, oop, I need to change this to C. There we go. And then we flip it back there so that we don't need to worry about coloring over our own product, which is bad. So yeah. And since this one is on top of the other, this one is on top, so I need to draw within the lines. Because the other one is on the bottom side of the view, we don't need to. And once all the coloring is done, I just need to fix the positioning of the drawings and then fix the positioning of the coloring, and then yeah, everything just blends in well. Now it doesn't, but because everything needs to go fade into the background, that means that all the parts needs to be connected correctly. But for now, I can actually just draw over it, and then technically I can actually just draw here, and then because I know where I need to draw, I actually can draw over here as well. It doesn't matter if I then just switch it up. It doesn't matter, but it doesn't look great. So I won't. Let's see, here we have still that. Here we have it still. Yeah, and then we have here stop. There we go. So this is all mossy rock. So I need to make sure that all the mossy parts are connected. Nope, let's see there. So handy dandy that you have an eraser on the back. I like it. Yeah. Well, it doesn't really matter what I do. It just matters that I need to draw. It also matters what I do, but not this. Just carefully. I like how the stream still works correctly. Just sometimes YouTube has the problems, not me. I like that it is YouTube related, not program related or computer CPU related. It's just that my CPU is really good. Well, my processor is really good. I like to have a dual core instead. I like to have a quad core or something like that, but no, that's still expensive. I'm still working with the dual core one. That means that I only have 2 cores. That means that my processing, that I can actually split my processing in 2 times, which means that my computer actually needs to work harder to fix things. Or, well, if I play a game, then my computer only can split in 2 things. Spread the progress in 2 things. So, yeah. Therefore, you actually need a stronger computer than beforehand, but I hope I can work around that one day. But yeah, I'm gonna switch to a quad core soon. Maybe next year. Once I have the quad core, it would be working better, I guess. But the dual core is actually quite responsive, which I also like. It's a little bit old, but processor or not, it works fine. Look at that. It works. What a surprise. I didn't know that that would work like this. Oh my god. Well, at least everything works now fine. Once this product is done, and I can show the whole process, it will work fine. And once the whole process is done, it also will be really rewarding. And since it will be really rewarding from me, from my part, it will work fine. I'm just doing this because, you know, heck, why not? So yeah, let's see. So I have everything here done, and I need to go for the mossy rock. Ugh, mossy rock. So which kind of moss do we want? We have different kind of moss. We have green moss. We have yellowish moss. We have blue moss. We have. I think I will go for the. Drooling one. This one. That looks like real good moss. I even don't know if moss is the correct word. I don't care. It's my word. It's my word. My word is moss. Normally moss is supposed to be green, but I like this one. Looks really robust. I like the yellow one. Yellow one is cool. Hallo Dre. So yeah. Let's see. Let's see. So we have this done, this done, this done. I actually need to go to the shower soon, but oh well. Only 40 minutes to go, so it will work fine. So these rocks need to be, well, I'm just coloring it, and I know that I can actually just fix this problem really quickly now. So I'll do it. I'll do it. If you just give me a time. Because now this color will be overlapping. So yeah. I learn more things every single day because, you know, apparently the how do you say that, the coloring works well, and then just use the then realizing that that the layers actually also make things important. It's also really handy dandy to know. So now we have this. Now we can actually, well, we know where the Can we look where the other part is? No. Well, let's see. Let's see where the other parts are. So these are all the parts that we have drawn. So we have this, which is over here. So technically, we need to put the new color, this one, way. I mean, we need to put this one way down. So we need to put that. Need to put this. Because now this one is above. Now this one is above the 21. See? So now the whole thing. Now I can actually just, you know, draw with the beautiful color of what I had. This beautiful color. I can just, you know, scrape it all around. And nobody is picking an eye up. You see? I also noticed that the, well, there are still some things that needs to be fixed, but I'll fix them later. Looks like I did not do everything perfect with the filling in, so One day I will just get the Gaat goed, Ray. So once I have all this thing done, things are getting better. I just need to get things done, put things in the right direction, put all the colors in the right order, put all the drawings in the right order. That way, everything works fine in the end. Just, you know, for now. As you can see, it's a little bit less than usual. So yeah, this is how it works. This is how it does, and well, I think I have done a lot of today. It's not my 2-hour work today, but I'm getting used to it, and apparently I have some company at home now, which I need to check out soon. So that means that, well, I will call it off today, and well, 1 hour or 1 hour and a half, well, that's almost 2 hours, I guess. I could continue. I will, maybe, yes, sure. So I have this one that did not have the full, well, you know, you saw that it did not have the full lighting on it. So which I'm gonna do now is gonna put this one on, well, none, again on working. Just as the last one, I need to remember that this one is now on top of the other one. It means I cannot draw on it that much. Because this one is on the top, it means that if I now actually draw like this, this will happen. So then I need to make sure that I don't, because otherwise this will be ruined, as you can see. So I'll fix my colors, which happens apparently. I will fix them just like that, realizing that over here and over here I missed. So over here I missed. There we go. So now there is no way of the color actually spreading to the other sides of this drawing, as you can see. So once I'm done with this, I can actually just fill it up a little bit. And it doesn't matter how much I do or what I do, because now I can actually just, you know, draw over this if I want, if I need to, because this one is not, this one is actually even further away than the last color one, right? Oh no, this one is actually worse than the, so like the one beforehand, which happens, you know, we have different, well, let's see, yeah, we have different kind of drawings that are actually stuck. So if we then look for the next one we find, so we have this one and we have this one. Well, because this one needs to be actually above this one, so now we have layer 19, layer 16. So this one is under layer 19. And we're gonna put this one here, and now we're gonna color it. You will see that actually all the things that are under, So this one needs to be above. Oh yeah, this one needs to be above it, right? Because this one is under. No. So 19 need to be under 20. 20 needs to be under 20 needs to be under 31 because it's a it's a higher number. So every high number needs to be under the lower numbers so that all the things will work out fine. Now if I just look at it, there we go. Things are looking way better now. Not just because the whole thing that happened here, but also because the whole color scheme is now actually working well. There we go. And now I can go back to 31 and just fix this ugly bludge that happened, like here. Alright, so we have now this, and then we have over here this. So soon we will go to, well, let's say 60. Well, 60 is this. So we will have actually more and more covering up as we speak. Because this one is in the foreground, as I mentioned. So this one needs to be on the foreground. It's the one that needs to be everywhere. So this one is really tough to get. This thing needs to be done really good. Let's see what 42 is. What does 42 give us? I think it does give us nothing, right? Yeah. 42 gives us nothing. 32 gives us nothing. So then, where is... no. Ah, yes. That's layer 9, this is layer 8. So there are two gaps, I think. Let's see. So if we then put out the, well, we need to put out this one because that's important to see. Alright, let's see. So we have this one off. Put every single, we're gonna put the layers that we need to, let's see. Gonna look for 22, right? Here we go. So we have 62. 62 is over here. That's that. I'm looking for the midsection, if you don't mind. Because I know that it is somewhere here. Ah, here's the mid section. So now we have the whole drawing. You can also see that there are some gaps left behind in white. Well, we're gonna fix that soon by putting the background on. There we go. Background. There we go. So we still have what? We have 8. I just needed to have the 21 and 23, 22. So this one now. So here's 32. So 32 is actually on the background of 31, which is not happening, not supposed to be happening. So we need to make a copy of 32. I'm gonna say this is layer 32, 32C. We need to put this up in front of our little friend here. So we're gonna put this above 31 because that's 31. We need to put it above 31, but we need to put it away from 32 or from 20, as you can see. So this is the right position. Hey, it succeeded. So now if we should draw, let's just draw them. Now the whole thing. So now we can actually put above this, and we need to put, and we can draw not around here. So if we draw here, you already see that things are gonna get really creepy. Yeah, that's true. But this is the right position I wanted to have it. So, well, so it needs to be above. Come on, above 32, beneath 20. And we need to make sure that the coloring layer is also above the coloring layer itself. So, need to move this. Thank you. So it needs to be the coloring. The layer itself needs to be above the coloring. So that's always important. There we go. So now we have. Now we can draw on this. Fill it up, as you can see. Draw above this, as you can see. So we can draw above this, but we cannot draw above this. So we cannot draw over this side, but we can draw above this side, which is important. So we fix that. And now we can actually just, you know, take our times again. Just make the drawing again. And we don't have to worry about a lot of things. We still have to we still have to worry about some of it. But that's just because the drawing itself is a little bit difficult. So, I don't know. These are all little pebbles. We should be fine with most of the drawing. I must say, it is yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that it works out well enough for this to happen. The whole point, yeah, the whole point works fine. It's not like a big deal, really. It's just drawing. Ja? Oké, kom maar zo aan. Well, we're already 1 hour and 40 minutes in, so, and I really need to help the visitor opening a door. So, yeah, I think this is enough for today. I'm happy to see the result, what happened. I'm happy that I'm already arranging and arranging the right layers on the right positions, so that the drawing will, the colors will overlap on each other as we progress, which is a good thing. Now, well, if you guys excuse me, I really need to stop now, because I need to draw. Just because I need to stop, because, well, I need to leave. So, I hope you all have a nice day and enjoy your little thoughts. And yeah, well, bye.